So if it's Trump, and let's pretend it weren't Biden running, who among this crew would you pick to go up against Trump to beat him?
If I want, well, so I'm going to vote Libertarian regardless. So I'm not going to vote for either of these.
But you get to pick. You get to do the Pied Piper thing that Hillary Clinton did to pick her opponent in 2016.
In last time around, I said if Biden had picked Tulsi as his VP, I would have voted for him. That was my...
Okay, but she's not on the list.
Right. No, she's going to be a Republican by the time this comes around. Who would I most think from that list, other than Biden, to beat Trump? I mean... Probably Pete, honestly. I know he's very disliked.
And you're religious right. I didn't say this, but you're moderate religious right America that you think wants to rally behind Amy Klobuchar. You think there's not going to be any issues with Pete Buttigieg and being a same-sex couple? All of the backlash that he got over adopting the twins, and David Rubin, who is on the right, getting all of that backlash about starting his family, even among his own conservative audience.
All those people are going to vote for Trump anyway, so I don't know that he's losing more people.
Fair enough.
I'm not saying he's a terrific candidate. He's like the more likable, I think, of those people. Maybe Klobuchar would be fine too. It's not a very. It's an indictment of the bench. It's not a very good bench. They need. Where's like The Rock or something? Where's the celebrity?
The Rock is a Republican.
Well, is he? I don't know.
He's great.
Right.
He's also a Republican.
But that doesn't, like, Trump was not a Republican until he decided, right?
That is
picking
true.
the party affiliation later, find the right candidate, and like, this is a very craven approach, but it's one that Trump has shown can actually work.
It's true. It's true. I can't deny it. It's bleak.
It is bleak. Where are the 8,000 senators? See, on the Republican side, you have so many people who want to run for president.
Okay, we keep saying that.
So many people.
But let's talk.
There were 14 people last time.
Yeah, well, there were 26 Democrats last time. That doesn't make them good.
I guess were there really? There were only like 7 that were notable, right? There were more than that.
You didn't think that Deval Patrick was notable? You weren't one of the 3 people at the Deval Patrick rally.
That was a New York governor, right?
Massachusetts.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, on this list, this Cooper guy, I'm sorry.
Who did he beat? They had him ahead of, did they have him ahead of Klobuchar?
He was ahead of a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think he was in the 7th spot.
Sherrod Brown is... I see why he gets put on the list. It's not a crazy thing to think, I guess.
He's at the progressive. He's the one that's carrying the progressive.
I guess he's a little bit of a Bernie successor, possibly.
He's better than lots, but there was this moment that was very frustrating around the beginning of the last cycle where, again, there was some shifting that seemed to be him abandoning some of those core ideals. And progressives don't forget those kinds of things.
There is no forgiveness among your people.
We're a very principled bunch.
Principled to a fault, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's a lot of overlooking on the Republican side unless you ever said something bad about Trump, and then it's not forgivable. So.
Yeah, well, that's quite some litmus test. I don't know that I would brag about that one.
Not bragging. Not bragging. Again, I will vote. I'm a principled. So I've decided I'm a single issue voter. I'm only voting for the most radically anti-COVID mandates candidate. So I will be voting for the Libertarian Party. I was voting for them anyway. But that's what I'm doing going forward. So we'll see. Although, now I say that, but my candidate could end up being some crazy person, and then I'll be forced to recant that.
It's likely, Robby.
But I was perfectly happy with my candidate last time, Jo Jorgensen. Very nice lady. I don't know if you met her or familiar with her. Third-party solidarity. You must have some kind of third-party... we
are aligned on that.
Right.
Hashtag ranked choice voting, but that's a subject for a different panel.
Well, we can talk, and I'm sure our audience appreciates that we talk about the third-party choices, which are more interesting than a lot of these major party jerks. So
that's uncontested, undoubtable.